Hey guys, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be testing out the new NYX Ultimate Queen Jumbo Eyeshadow Palette. So this retails for $35 on Ulta's website. This is a neutral lover's dream palette. It is so pretty. You get a pop of purple in there, you get some burgundy, you get some orange warm tones, and I absolutely love this palette. So this comes with the 40 shades, which is a crap ton of shades. This palette retails for $35. So with buying this palette, I actually got this one for free. So this is the Modern Dreamer eyeshadow palette. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it just yet. I might do it in a future giveaway, or I might give it to a family member. I'm not quite sure because I don't need another large palette like this in my collection. So I created two looks on my eyes today. I did a more purple tone on this side, and then I did a more neutral look on this side. This side I cut the crease, and this side I didn't. Everything in this palette performed very well. The shades are very buttery. The matte blended super well. The shimmers applied amazing as well. But I really enjoyed this palette. So for $35, I do think it's worth it. Now they also came out with two other palettes as well. They came out with a medium sized one with 16 shades, that is $18, and they came out with a mini one with 6 shades, that is $7. So I will leave this palette listed below, and then I'll also leave the minis as well. And another thing I forgot to mention in the video when I'm on the second eye look, I realized that my mic was actually off. So during that part, I'm going to be doing a talk over. I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, if you guys end up liking this video, please be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you guys want to see how I got both of these looks, go ahead and keep on watching. So let's go ahead and jump in with concealer first. I'm going to take the CoverGirl Undercover Concealer. Mine is in the shade Fair Porcelain. It is the lightest one I have. And I'm just going to prime one eye at a time. I'm just going to take a concealer buffer brush. So I'm finally starting to get my room cleaned out, you guys. It was so freaking messy. I got a real clothing dresser for Christmas, and I had to rearrange everything to fit that in my room. But then I also bought a makeup dresser. It is so nice, you guys. I'm so happy I was able to get it. I'll leave a link down below in case you guys want to see exactly what I'm talking about. But I just have so much makeup, and I had no room to put it. I have a vanity right here next to me that holds a lot of my makeup, like foundation, stuff that I use every day. And then I have a bunch of the 3-drawer plastic dressers that I have a lot of makeup in as well. But I just wanted something a little bit nicer, or something a little bit more sturdy. So I ended up getting a makeup dresser, and I'm really happy with the purchase, because for Christmas, my family usually gives me money and stuff like that. So I really wanted to put the money to good use and get something that I was really going to use. And I also went through my brush collection, you guys, and I literally found 50 or 60 brushes that I haven't even touched in over a year. So I actually put them in a bag and off to the side, because I feel why do I need that many brushes on my vanity when I haven't even used them in forever? So I just figured I would keep the brushes that I use the most out, and then if one day I decide that I want to go back and get different brushes, I can just grab those ones. But for now, I'm just going to keep everything kind of picked up and put away, because my bedroom, you guys, it is literally so freaking small. I just took the Maybelline Fit Me powder and set that lid down. So usually I would start with my transitional shade first, but I'm actually going to start with a deeper shade first. I really like this matte purple shade at the bottom. I think that is a really pretty shade. I might use the matte purple over on this side, but for this side, I think I want to do more of a burgundy look. So I'm going to grab this shade right down here at the bottom. So there isn't any names on this palette. There's numbers on the back, but I'm not even going to bother to say the numbers. So I'm going to take this shade on a Morphe M456 brush. So it's a smaller, nice blending brush. I'm going to start with applying this on the outer V and then bringing it directly into my crease. I don't want to bring this up any higher than my natural crease. So again, I'm just going to stamp this right through the crease. Not too worried about blending just yet, because we will do that after this step. So with no extra product on that same brush, I'm just going to start lightly buffing out the edges. This is always a good test to see actually how good the shadows are going to blend out, because sometimes when I'm doing this step, shadows don't always blend out. I have to use other shades. So that shade blended out beautifully, no harsh edges, nothing. It was really soft. So sticking with this kind of purpley burgundy theme, I'm then gonna grab this shade right here. Again, I'm just using the same brush, and I'm just gonna blend this right up here. I'm really liking the blend so far. I'm just gonna switch to a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to grab the shade right here. I'm gonna use this to blend everything out. So I really want to deepen up the outer V, and I'm just kind of debating on if I want to go in with that deep purple shade. I feel like between the deep purple and the black matte shade, those are the only two other shades that are super dark that I could really use to deepen up this look. So we're going to go ahead and grab that deep matte purple shade. This one right here. And I don't want to pick up a whole lot, and I'm going to start stamping this right here along the outer V just to give us some more depth. So I am going to work this into the crease just a little bit. So just once more, I'm going to go back in with this shade right here. I'm just going to use this to blend everything out. For a shimmer shade, I really want to swatch this purple one right here. See how that like picks up. So that's what it looks like. It's very kind of like a sheer shade, but it, you know, you can see it in certain reflex. Also going to swatch the shade right above it as well. So that one's more on like the burgundy warm tone. So for the inner part of it, I'm going to go in with the first shade we swatched. And I'm just taking this on my handy dandy trusty Morphe 124 brush. Absolutely love this brush. Looked like it picked up really well. Oh yeah, that is a really pretty shade. So I am debating on wetting my brush just a little bit to see what kind of pigment we can get. So when I wet my brush, what I do is I'll go in and I'll pick up the shadow and then I'll spray my brush. I'm just going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. So you guys, anything can work with setting your brush, water, anything at all. But I just have this next to me and I'm just going to stamp. It definitely gave it more of the wet look, which on my eyes are so hooded that I really don't like doing that, but I did want to see what kind of a difference it made. We are now going to grab a different shimmer shade just to apply on the center here. I'm going to take this one right here in the center. Just going to go right here in the center of the lid. Creating looks with a new palette, I do try to use as many shades as I possibly can. That was a really pretty pigmented shade as well. So I'm once more going to go back in with that deep matte purple shade a little bit and just swirl that right here and make sure everything is blended. So there is look number 1 complete. Now we're going to move on to look number 2. After I've gotten both eyes finished, we'll go in for the lower lash line and also apply lashes. All right, guys, here we go. So here is the talk over. I'm going to go in with this light shade right here, and I'm just going to buff this all around the crease area. Y'all, I literally hate doing voiceover, so I'm going to make this quick as possible. I'm going to take this medium shade of brown, and I'm going to blend this a little more into the crease, but kind of right on top of the lash shade. And I really just want to keep buffing and blending that out to make that really, really soft. And I'm going back in with the large blending brush, and I'm just going to make sure that's nice and soft. Now I'm going to take this deeper shade of brown and I'm going to pack this right on the outer V and also right into the crease. I really want this side to be nice and soft and blended out. So as I was blending that into the crease, I noticed there was kind of a harsh line, but I was actually able to blend it out fairly well. So now that we've got that nice blend going, I'm going to actually take a little bit of this black shade. I know black can be so hard to work with sometimes, but I'm just taking the teeniest, tiniest amount, and I'm just popping it right there on the outer V. And then I'm going to continue to blend that right in, going back in with that bigger blending brush, blending that in. Okay, that went really fast. Now I'm going to go and cut the crease. And you guys, the talk over is almost over, so I'm going back in with that medium shade of brown, and I'm just going to blend out the edge of the I can't even talk, of that cut crease. And guys, here we go. I literally just realized my camera was off the whole time, but hopefully I'll be able to do a voiceover for my MacBook. I do apologize, and I'll try to make the talking part super short. So what I was saying is I did cut the crease. I'm going to go in with a shimmer shade now. So first I want to start with a lighter shimmer shade, and I'm going to take one right here. Literally cannot believe my mic was turned off for almost 10 minutes. Jeez. Usually I'm always checking for that stuff. Like if you see me looking over here, that's why, because I have a little screen on my camera and it'll tell me if my mic is on or not. And usually I'm like always on top of paying attention to that, and I don't know what the heck I was thinking. It's a really, really pretty pigmented shade. Then I'm going to take this gold one right up here in the corner. And it's just going to go right on the center part. Shades blended together so well. Such a pretty eye look. I'm just going to go back in with a tiny dab of the black shade. So there is both eye looks done. I am so sorry, you guys, about my mic being turned off. I don't know why that happens sometimes. I think it's because I shut my camera off to conceal this eye. And then when I turn my camera back on, I forgot to turn the mic back on. Really quickly, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to apply some false lashes. I'm not sure if I'll do a wing. I guess you guys will have to see when I get back. But I'm going to go do that really quickly and then I'll be right back. So lashes are on. Let's go ahead and finish the lower lash line now. So for the purple side, I'm going to take this shade and then the deep purple shade. A lighter shade first and just smoke that along the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the deep purple shade on a smudging brush. And then for this side here, take this shade and the deep brown shade that we used. Going in with the lighter shade first. Deep brown shade. So for the inner corner on both sides, I'm going to take the second shade here. I think this shade is very brightening. It's not like super bam in your face pigmented. So I'm going to go ahead and add mascara really quickly, and then when I come back, we're going to talk about this palette and do lips together. So for lips, of course, I'm going to do a brown lip. I'm going to be using 3 products by NYX. So I have the NYX lip pencil in the shade brown, and then I'm for sure going to be using the gloss in the shade Madeleine. But then I have 2 of their lipsticks. This is the NYX Liquid Suede. This is in the shade Sandstorm. And then I also have this one that is new in the shade ABU Dubai. You know what I was noticing, you guys? It's really freaking strange. Like, you see how much bigger this one is than this one right here? Well, there's actually more product in the small one. So the small one has 27 fluid ounces, 8 milliliters. And then this one actually has only 4 milliliters. So it's actually half the size of the product in here, which is really strange because this is so big. If there's that very little product, why would they put it in a big tube like this? I don't really understand, but I think for today, I'm just going to go in with the one in A Dubai because I haven't tried that one yet. And I feel like that one's going to match the best. So I went ahead in with all 3 lip products, and I didn't really get to talk because I was on the phone with my boyfriend. He's on his lunch break. So let's go ahead and talk about this palette now, and do you need it? So this big ass palette, y'all, comes with 40 different shades. Do I recommend it? I think you guys already know what I'm going to say. I definitely 100% recommend it. If you guys are looking for an amazing neutral palette with some pops of dark purples and some orangey tones and maroons, I would say go ahead and pick this up. If you guys aren't looking for a super ginormous palette, you can get the smaller one. I'm going to go ahead and pull them up on my phone so you guys can see. But honestly, for me personally, I love this palette. I think it has a variety of different neutral tones where you could pretty much do a different look every single day of the week. So this is the 16 palette one. This is $18. Here's what all these shades look like for that one. So if you're looking for one that's maybe not as big as this one and half the price, this would be a good choice. And I think with both looks I created today, you could actually create it with this palette alone. And then they have the 5-pan one. Wait, is it 5? No, it's a 6-pan one, and this is $7. So this is what that one looks like. Again, this is a really pretty one as well, and you do get that black shade in there. I feel like looking at this palette in particular, it reminds me of the ABH Soft Glam, especially with the orange, the black, and the maroon. But again, this one is $7. The other one is $16 or $18. I think actually the $18 one would be better because you're still getting a variety of neutrals and the warm tone shades. But honestly, if you guys don't mind having a big palette, I really like this one. And I really want to create a look with these smoky shades down here. So if you guys like to see a couple more looks with this palette, let me know down below. But again, guys, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I really enjoyed it. And who doesn't love the cute packaging on it? I mean, come on, it's adorable. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a close-up with both looks since I didn't do that yet. And as always, guys, I will leave every product listed below that we used in today's video. And yeah, I think that is it for today's video. So today is a Thursday, so I probably won't see you guys again until next week. So I do hope you guys have a great weekend. So if you guys ended up liking this video and you guys want to see more videos like this one, please be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. And if there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.